Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with a reading for the collective masculine, and the energy that meets me here is so uplifting, and actually it feels like, to be honest, there is two different groups that I'm picking up on. So for one of these groups of masculines, it feels like you are about to move into the light, like you're about to make some really important decisions in your life that is going to take you to exactly the right path. That's what I'm feeling. And this might diverge from the life that you've been living up until this point. That's what I'm feeling, that it might take you away from the person that you used to be. It might be like a 180 kind of thing, like you're suddenly starting to walk in the completely opposite direction. But if you feel it in your heart, if you can feel both kind of like excitement and peace with making these decisions, then I think that they're gonna take you to a very beautiful place. Then there is also this other group of people, and they are people that are, it feels like they are more in the beginning stages of the awakening, like they are still very bonded to their, the old times, still very bonded to the matrix, to the old way of looking at things. And so I don't necessarily feel like I'm reading for that group of people so much, but remember that because we're moving into a time of union, it's like we're gonna feel this group of people within ourselves, it's like we are one now, as humanity is one. That's what it feels like. The earth is one, we're one being. And so we're gonna feel the parts of us, the other people, other animals, other parts of the earth. We're gonna feel if there is confusion or suffering or purging within those parts of us. And so just be mindful of that. Like, figure out where your feelings are stemming from. And I think that this time is gonna be much, much easier and lighter. What we're about to move into now, it's gonna be much, much easier and lighter. So let's pull a card from this archetype deck, or cards. Usually I get more with this deck. Oh, one card, yay, that's great. The Village. That is interesting. Wow, and underneath the deck was the same card that the Feminine got. So I think actually for some of you, like I said, you're moving into a lighter time because you're starting to open your heart and understand more. You're starting to understand the patterns of your own psyche, and the patterns of the subconscious, and how these archetypes are driving our collectives at this point in time, very much so. And with that type of understanding, I feel like you're just gonna feel so much more empowered. Like, it's gonna be much easier for you to make decisions. It's gonna be much easier for you to kind of create movement in your own life, because you're gonna be much clearer on the steps that you need to take to get to the place where you want to be. And that's where I feel like the village is coming in. I feel like for some of you, you're actually moving into a time of like collaboration, actually, for some of you. And I also feel like helping others, like teaching others to a greater extent. It's like extending your energy to a greater extent, because you have peace now. That's what I'm hearing. For some of you, you're moving towards peace, or if you don't feel that yet, then you're gonna be helped. That's what I feel like. I feel like people in your community are actually going to want to extend their energy towards you and kind of help support you and help guide you. Wow. And underneath the deck was the Two of Cups. So you know, it's something about as long as you take responsibility for your own feelings, as long as you're able to understand where your own feelings are coming from and not project them onto others, then you're not going to be lonely anymore. That's what I'm feeling for some of you masculines, that is kind of the key to have more healthy partnerships around you, like people that can actually support you and kind of walk beside you towards where you want to go, towards like your healthy life and your empowered life. And they're not going to be these small devils on your shoulder, kind of like taking you down these wrong paths or whatever. That's what I'm feeling. I feel for a lot of the masculines, you're moving towards healthy relationships in one way or another, either through people coming into your life or through you actually letting go of the people that you already have in your life, because you're realizing that you don't want to spend your energy on these people anymore, or these types of dynamics anymore at this time. So let's see. Can we get some more guidance here for the people watching? Masculine energy. Ace of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, Seven of Swords. There is an opportunity coming your way. Behind the Seven of Swords was a strength. And it's going to require a little bit of courage on your end, I feel. Let's see if we can get some more about this. What is this about? Wow, okay, a bunch of cards coming out. So underneath the deck was the Father of Pentacles. It's something I feel that is gonna help you to ground more. It's almost like the life that you've been dreaming about is gonna start to become more real through this opportunity. But with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it's something that you actually need to, like, you need to reach out. Yeah, there's something about reaching out. You have to reach out, I think. So let's see. Daughter of Wands, Son of Pentacles, Three of Wands coming out here. Actually, for some of you, especially with the Son of Wands there and the Village, for some of you, I'm feeling that you are actually choosing to live a life on ground level instead of trying so hard to climb the mountain. It's like you're letting go of that idea of being on top, and you're just wanting to live like a happy life on the ground together with other people, you know, not being better than others, but just being one of many. You know, it's like, let's all live in abundance together, where we don't have to work so hard to become the best. You know, we can all just do what we need to be healthy and happy and abundant. But it's not so driven anymore by this competition. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. It's like you're starting to have a new vision of life, like letting go of that hyper competitive masculine archetype of, like, you know, essentially it is the knight, you know, in the tarot. It's like riding on the animals, riding on earth, riding on the feminine, you know, always having to be on top. I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, in many tarot decks, that's actually also when that rider steps off the horse, and it's like it's leveling with the horse. And so there's something here about creating balance between, like, the masculine and the feminine, you know, your ego, your body, your individuality and nature. You know, it's like balancing out these needs in a healthier way. That's what I'm feeling. That is something that some of you may be desiring, that's the opportunity that's coming in. And it's like doing that not on your own, but together with a lot of other people. That's what I'm feeling like in a kind of like with other like-minded people. It feels very fun, honestly. It feels very fun. It feels like playing. It feels like playing. It feels like doing things that you wanted to do as a child, you know, like having animals and building things. And yeah, it's just, it feels so fun, to be honest. It's really like heart opening and fun and wholesome and healthy. And I'm hearing it's like creating a new baseline for Earth. That's what I'm feeling. It's like we're actually creating a new baseline for man. You know, a man that is not on his high horse anymore. A man that is like seeking to understand kind of the life beneath him. You know, someone that doesn't see himself as so holy and like righteous and right, but someone that is more humble is what I'm feeling. And it just feels so heart-opening. Like it feels so rewarding. Like a life with meaning is what it feels like. Okay, so Two of Swords fell on top of this card here. So this, what is this? It feels like it's something important that, yeah, there is some letting go, I feel, for some of you. Letting go of a part of your old persona. I think that there might be a lot of fears related to this. That in the process of letting go of this old persona of the winner, you know, always having to be the winner, you're going to be confronted with a lot of fears. That's what I feel, because if you were to let go of this persona of the winner, for it to be healthy for you as a masculine energy, you have to make sure that your feminine energy, you know, your inner feminine energy, or the feminine energy within the people around you, that energy is actually moving towards heaven. You know, that energy is actually willing to forgive and to rejuvenate and to love again and to open up her heart again. If that's not the case, you know, if the people around you have completely given up on love, if their only desire is to destroy and break down other life around them, then it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be unhealthy for you, actually. Dangerous for you to kind of let go of this energy of the high horse and of like that being competitive and trying to win and trying to like teach others and show others and essentially like push them back in their place, because they wouldn't then know how to self-regulate. They're just driven by this imprint of the dark feminine, like the death impulse almost. And so that's something to think about for some of you. This message has kept coming through for masculines about potentially maybe needing to move locations. And I think that it's very much, again, related to this dynamic of like, what are the state of the feminines around you? Like the people around you, what is their baseline state? What is their deep state like? Are they even taking responsibility for it, or are they just pointing the finger to others? I think like that's gonna really affect you. Like that's gonna really affect you. And for some of you, I feel like it might need to you actually wanting to relocate. Also, another card came out and it was the Eight of Pentacles. And underneath the deck was the Eight of Wands. So I also feel like you have a lot more timelines available to you than you may be aware of at this point in time. again, if you're living in a place where the people around you, where their inner feminine is that of the dark feminine, then it's likely that your inner feminine is also more on the dark side. And the way that you can feel this is that the easiest way actually is to go and sit in darkness. Like if you can go somewhere outside in nature and just sit still in darkness and see what kind of feelings comes up for you, that's going to be a reflection of your inner feminine. Like if you feel fearful, then it means that you still have quite a lot of shadow. You know that there are aspects within your collective feminine energy that you haven't overcome. It's like you haven't then overcome the karma of your land or the karma of your blood or some type of other karma related to your inner feminine energy. You know, the karma of your mother in some cases. And so I feel like if your inner feminine is still in that place of having a little bit of shadow, you might not be aware of the opportunities that you have. And so if this resonates, then this may be a time for you where you would want to try to start to bring lightness to that inner feminine energy. Like I've spoken about quite a lot in my readings, you know, trying to map out the different feelings that we feel and the narratives that belong to these feelings. And really not just see them as part of you, but as part of the collective consciousness that has evolved throughout the times, you know, throughout the ages, and follow those roots or those traces back, you know, see where they originated from, learn about the history of your land, the history of your blood, things like that. I feel may really benefit some of you in kind of awakening your inner feminine, and definitely that might actually have a huge impact on your community. Like actually that might be super beneficial for like the health of your land, you know, the health of your community and your family and your immediate surroundings. So I feel for some of you, you've already gone through this process. This is something that you've gone through, and now it's kind of time for you to start to inspire other people to do some of the same steps maybe that you've taken, or maybe you're starting to share your story more, you're starting to be more open because you're seeing that actually this did help me, like this did bear fruit. It's probably going to help others as well. So that's what I'm feeling for some of you. And then others are now starting to do this type of work in their own way, and they're starting to feel empowered by it. So let's pull one final card here for the masculine, because I do feel like better times it's just empowering. That's what I'm feeling like. It's the sense of like, I do have power. Like, I feel that a lot of us, we've been stuck in this archetype of, you know, the forgotten child for a long time. And with that archetype, we just feel a lot of these feelings of powerlessness, poverty. You know, we feel like no one understands us, no one sees us. As a collective, I feel like we're coming out of that now. With the rejuvenation of our inner feminine, you know, the more our inner feminine kind of glows up, the more we're able to understand her web, you know, what she's trying to show us, what our feelings are trying to show us. The more we understand that, the less disempowered our inner child is going to feel, and as a result, you know, the more we're gonna be able to create movement with our masculine in our lives. That's what I'm feeling actually, that this is happening on a collective scale. We're starting to find solutions to our problems now, like collectively. It's like the green era begins, you know. We're moving into a time of where we're gonna see, on one end, there's gonna be destruction amongst people that are still kind of stuck in the dark feminine. Basically, they just want to destroy because they're not getting their way. But then there's gonna be a bunch of other people that are really wanting to create. You know, they're wanting to create because they did not get their way, and now they're wanting to help others in that same position. It's like they want to rectify and create justice from the injustice, not just destroy because of it. So there's this splitting of energies, and we're gonna feel both of these timelines. Okay, one card falling on the ground. 10 of Swords underneath the deck with the Temperance. Many of you are just, you're done with the old way, you're done. You are ready to merge with the new now. You're opening your heart. You're welcoming it. You're taking the chance. You're being courageous. Yeah, and the Six of Swords was on the floor. So, you know, this is moving on to calmer waters. This is, the Six is a card of the heart. You know, Sixes talks about the heart. And to me, the Six of Swords is always about like when you're in that state of peace and you're just still within, so still that you can feel the reflections of your soul. Like you can hear the angelic side of your inner feminine speaking to you, guiding you, just like filling you with the energy that you need to find your way. So it's there for us, guys. Just if you're feeling overwhelmed, map things out, brighten your light, you know, learn about the history of your community and your lineage, and things will get easier. Slowly but surely things will get easier. And for others of you, it's like, just listen and you will be guided. You will know exactly what to do, because it's like you found the right connection now. For some of you, I'm hearing you found the one. So congratulations, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.